I know that in my last book haul, I was like, oh, I'm going on a book buying ban next month. Well, that was a lie, as you can see. After that video, I decided that I wasn't going to BookCon, and then after that, the BookCon was canceled anyways. But I actually didn't buy as many. Like, I have a lot of books, okay? But the beginning of the month was my sister's birthday and Mika's birthday. So I bought them some presents instead of buying me some books. So I think if I wouldn't have bought them presents, I would have had so many more books. And that is sad. First, I want to go and like just do all the books that like were sent to me. Me and all our friends on Twitter were just sending each other books when the virus happened, like right before like stuff started to close down, just because everyone was just like sad. People were losing their jobs. People were stressed. So everyone on book Twitter was just trying to like help each other feel better. Which sometimes I really, I appreciate this community a lot. Like it's a really nice community. Can be a little trash sometimes, but other times we really do come through for each other when we need it. And I really do appreciate this community a lot. I'm just gonna start off with books that were sent to me, and then I'm gonna get into books that I bought myself. So all in total, I have 26 books that I bought, like all together. So we're just gonna start off with books that are sent to me. So first, this book was sent to me by Carly from Carly's Chapters. Honestly, you guys should definitely check her out. She's so cute and so sweet. And I talked about this in one of my recent videos. I think it was like books that I plan to read during like social distancing, and this was one of the books I talked about. And she got me this book, and I appreciate it so much because I'm actually going to be. This is one of my picks for the Owls Readathon. So I'm actually really like excited and happy that she got me this. And then the next two books were sent to me by my friend Alyssa over at Alyssa, I believe it's Alyssa's TV, and she also has a reading channel, Read with Alyssa. So I'll link Read with Alyssa down below, and her original channel. And her regular YouTube channel, because her regular YouTube videos are literally so amazing. But she got me Heartstopper and The Institute, which I plan on reading The Institute during Owls, and then Heartstopper I already read, and I absolutely love it. And I can't wait to finish with the rest of the graphic novels because this was so cute and so good, and I love the art. And I already loved I already loved an Alice Oseman book, so I'm very, very excited to continue. This was sent to me by my friend Diana over at Paperback Jedi, and she sent me A Good Girl's Guide to Murder in this trilogy, which I'm really excited for. I've been really, really meaning to read the 5th season trilogy, and now I have no excuse not to, so I'm really going to get to this soon. I think that I have the audiobook on Libby, or if not, I got the audiobook on Audible. So, but if not, I have the book. So I've been really trying to read this series. Like, I've been trying to listen to the audiobook. I tried to read the ebook. So I'm going to try physically and the audiobook, or just physically. And I'm very excited to get to it. And I'm very excited for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I was supposed to read this for Chloe's Patreon book club, but I just never got to it. I just picked it up and I just wasn't really feeling it at the moment. But maybe I'll pick it back up for the Owls, because I actually did see a lot of good ratings for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And then the last book that was sent to me was actually sent to me by a publisher. And this was You Both Deserve... Oh, that's not the title. You Deserve Each Other. And this was sent to me by Putnam Penguin, and I read like a chapter in this, and this, I believe, is about like this fiancés, like they're so perfect, and I believe the beginning of the relationship was like an enemies to lovers, and they're bored of each other now, so they are like pranking each other, I guess. Or I don't know what really attracted me to this book when I asked for it, but it got sent to me, so I'm gonna read it. And I've finally been in a romance mood, so hopefully I can pick this up soon. Now on to the books I bought myself. So I pre-ordered Chain of Gold, and this was the collector's edition, which came with a picture in the front, and then it came with Tessa and Will's wedding, which honestly I did not care about Tessa and Will's wedding, so I skipped it. I read the entire series in February, so I was so excited to get to this in March. I really liked it. I gave it 5 stars. I have a vlog on it if you want to check that out. Another book that was pre-ordered, and another book I pre-ordered was House of Earth and Blood, which I also have a vlog for. My sister is currently reading my book, so I'll just like insert a picture, but you all should know what it's about. But yeah, my sister's reading mine, so I don't know what she's doing with it. The next book I have is The Last Wish. I really think I'm gonna be obsessed with Witcher. I tried the TV show. I watched one episode. I enjoyed it. I'm in love with Geralt. Like, he is so hot. I love him. So I really wanna watch. I'm gonna read the book so I can watch the show, so I can get the game. I really want to switch. I really want the pink switch that's coming out. But you guys, tell me why I like had the switch in my cart, but I have no money in my bank account. Like, I literally have like $16. So I was like, okay, well, I know that with Amazon Prime, they typically take out they take out money 2 days before, so there's gonna get canceled. So I canceled it, right? And then when I went to go add it to my cart, so that when I got the money, I could just check out, it said unavailable, so I can't order it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Back to the books. I got this cute book, The Blade Itself. This is the 10th anniversary edition, and I got it right on time. This is by Joe Abercrombie. This is like the book almost just flew out of my hand. This is like a grimdark book, and I don't really know what it's about, but someone said that the dialogue in this book is absolutely amazing, and I really like dialogue and I like friendships and all that stuff. So once I heard the dialogue was amazing, I was like, okay, well, I have to check it out. And I have some plans for my adult fantasy bookshelf. So I'm ready to get the rest of the trilogy so I can put my adult fantasy bookshelf into action. And then this month, I also really got into paranormal romances. This is so... What was that? I also got into paranormal romances this month. So I want to talk about... I think the rest of these are paranormal. No, I have one more. Oh, this was sent to me by a friend as well. I forgot to pull this out. But this was sent to me from my friend Levi, and it sent me Macbeth. I've only ever read 2 Shakespeare's, Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet. I kind of enjoy Hamlet. I don't really remember much of it. And then Romeo and Juliet was like, everyone knows Romeo and Juliet. That's like one that you always have to read. But Macbeth, I don't remember what made me want to read Macbeth, but I really like these. These are really cute. I want to collect these. Like, these are cute. And once I get more into Shakespeare. So besides one other book, the rest of these are paranormal romances. So I got Dead Witch Walking. I talked about this in one of my recent videos. I said I want to read this eventually, and I really love the cover to this. Like, I don't know what it is about this cover, but I am feeling it, and it's about witches, and I've been getting more paranormal romances. I've been hearing a lot of different reviews about this. Like, everyone is always like, oh my gosh, Dead Witch Walking, so good, so good, so good. Or someone was like, this is the worst thing I've ever read in my life. So I'm very scared to read this, but it's short. Like, she's short. I could finish Homegirl really fast. The book that's not a paranormal romance I got a lot of mass market paperbacks this month, but I got another Stephen King book, and it is The Shining. I don't really know what made me pick this up. I was just at work, and I was on my lunch break. And one of my things when I'm at work is I tend to just walk around and just buy stuff. Like, I literally would like go to like I remember I was looking in the electronics section, and I was looking at Animal Crossings, and if I'm in electronics, like, I have to go to the book section. So I went to the books, and I seen that they had The Shining, and for some reason I really been like wanted to read Doctor Sleep. So, and I've never seen The Shining, and Stephen King movies are typically all of my favorite movies. Like, Carrie, It, those are my all-time favorite movies, all-time favorite horror movies, and I'm a horror movie stan, and I've never seen The Shining. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, so I really want to read this, but I started to read it, and your girl was bored. I was like, ugh. And I remember picking this up when I was in 9th grade, and I remember reading it, and I was like, this is boring. Will I ever read a Stephen King book? Who knows? Who really knows the answer to that? Okay, so, I got Burn For Me and White Hot. These both were recommended to me by my best friend Minka over at Minka August. I told her I was like into paranormal romances, so she immediately suggested these. I don't know if I like them. Sometimes when Minka, like, she'll recommend me books. I'm a harsh reader. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So sometimes Minka will recommend me a book, and I'll think that I'll enjoy it, and then I read it, and I'm like, this wasn't really that good. We have different tastes in the same books. It's very strange. So I'm a little nervous to read these. I ain't gonna lie, but I've seen a lot of raving reviews. Mass market paperbacks are literally so cute. Like, they're so tiny. Literally, when I was at work, I literally stuffed a mass market paperback in my coat pocket, in my jacket pocket, and it was just the cutest thing ever. I got Angel's Blood, which is a Angel's Paranormal Romances. I'm really just trying to get into as many different types of paranormal romances as I can, just to see like what type of paranormal romances is actually like my type. I tried to be werewolf paranormal romances and I was like, that ain't my thing. I'm into vampires right now. It's okay, it's not bad, it's not the worst thing I've ever read. It's a lot better than werewolves so far. I've read the Mercy, whatever her name is. I hate those books. I hate them. So if you want to recommend me some good werewolf paranormal romances, let me know. Not the Mercy, whatever her name is. I don't like it. I don't like her. And then I got Night's Pleasure and Fantasy Lover. I read that Night Pleasure was the first book, but then I read Fantasy Lover was the first book, so I was like, all right, skip it. I'm gonna just get both. And so, I was doing a live stream, and someone was like, you should read the Night Pleasure series because they are a lot like the Shadowhunter Chronicles, and they're a lot similar to each other. So I want to check that out because I really did like the Shadowhunter Chronicles, but they said it was more adult, and I was like, more adult? Okay, you got me. If it has smut, then call me, like, I'm in. I don't know if it has smut, but if it does have smut, this is my all-time favorite series. So, and then lastly, I got an entire series. This is all Chandler Swat from Chandler Ainsley. I was watching Paranormal Romance book recommendations, and Chandler's video was one that popped up, and I was like, okay, well, me and Chandler really like the same type of book, so I really trust her opinion. So I got the entire, I can't even hold these up. I got the entire Black Dagger Brotherhood, okay? This one was actually sent to me over at my friend Becca from Becca Iris. I cannot pronounce her last name. Riz. And that's my homegirl. I love her to death. So definitely check her out. But I read the first book. I've read the second book. The second book is the only book I don't have. Read the first book, read the second book. And I was like, the first book was like meh. The second book was good. It was a lot. It was really, really good. So I was like, everyone says the series gets better at the third, but I thought the second book was amazing. So I'm like really, really excited to read the third book. So I have the third book. I have the first book, the third book, the fourth book, the fifth book, the sixth book, and the seventh book. I want to collect as many as I can in mass market paperback, and then once my head really itches. And once I get all the mass market paperbacks, I want to collect the hardcovers, like the ones of the mass market paperbacks I don't own. Whatever hardcovers are left. So yeah. I also want to apologize if the sound in this video was terrible. I have my mic hidden like right here, and it keeps hiding in my jacket, so I don't know how the sound is, but hopefully it's not terrible. So that's it for this haul. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you're all doing well. I've been doing okay. Like I'm not doing like bad or anything. I'm just like, I've been working a lot still, which is like fine because they are paying us $2 extra an hour. It's just really stressful. That's it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.